All right, family. We black again. Black power is the true power with General Sarasu said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black power, black frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official general Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got some for your family, 25% off selected items at this time. Shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Go over there, check out the website. It'll blow your mind. We also got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grandmaster teachers and experts on all subjects. And I'm telling you, there's not another website on the planet that can compare or compete. I want you to get over there and become a member today. SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. We got over 500 exclusive live streams. Is actually more than that. We just dropped 2 fire ones today. You see what I'm saying? We got the coming war between the Hindu caste system and Black America, and we also did the one on why white people hate to see Denzel Washington as in the Gladiator 2 movie. Man, we got some visuals that's off the chain. I'm gonna tell you why they mad. And so I want you to get over there, check that out, family. Fire, fire, fire on Patreon. We got something for you. Become a patron today. General Seti on Rumble, King Seti. Subscribe over there, family, to all the family that donated to the General Cash App. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate, link right there on the video description is in the chat, is in the video description. Click it, donate. I appreciate you, and I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, I got some fire for y'all today. I got some fire for you because I got one of their own. I love that. I love when they own speak up. You see, we got some documentation. Kamala Harris is a Baptist with a with a Jewish husband, a Hindu mother and grandmother and grandfather. I mean, this shit is like unheard of. You see what I'm saying? Somebody is in a state of goddamn confusion. You see, somebody's in a state of goddamn confusion. Somebody, and we're gonna figure this shit out today. We're gonna figure this shit out today. And to even discuss what Jews think about Jesus. You see, and we went in the Talmud. I don't even got to say no more. You can look it up for yourself. In the Talmud, they say Jesus is in hell, boiling in hot excrement. Okay? Do you understand what that means? In the Talmud, they say that Jesus, which is in the Talmud, is the sacred book of Jews. It's the official interpretation of the Torah and is most sacred to them than the Torah. So in the Talmud, they say Jesus was a bastard. Yeah, they say Mary had Jesus by one of the Roman soldiers. You see, called her, and all throughout the Talmud, Mary is referred to as a whore. You see, and that Jesus was a fraud, and that he was in hell, boiling in hot excrement, which is shit. This is in the Talmud. Okay, so that can be researched for anybody, anywhere. Matter of fact, there's videos up where rabbis are being questioned about that. Like, what is this? You see what I'm saying? What the hell is this? And so when you have Kamala Harris, a Baptist, huh? A Baptist. Now, if she's married to this motherfucker, why they don't refer to her by? Because I don't think his last name Harris. I don't think so. So is she married to him? Is she married to him? I would like to know. And if she is, why doesn't she hold his last name? Why is it Kamala Harris and whatever his name, Imhoff, whatever his name is, Imhoff? You see, her name ain't Kamala Imhoff. They say Kamala Harris. So they don't even refer to her by her husband's last name. There's something funny with that. You see what? It's something funny with that. Yeah. Okay, well, her father, well, that ain't her. She's married. Okay. Yeah. So so I would like to know why she ain't, why she don't have her husband's last name. You see what I'm saying? It just don't seem right to me. Okay. That you're gonna walk around with it and didn't even add it on. You see, didn't even add it on. Okay. But you's a Baptist, you see, and I'm gonna just tell you why she's a Baptist. She's a Baptist because she know good and goddamn well Americans is not ready to have Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma in the White House. You see what I'm saying? They're not about to do no Shiva and no Brahma and no Vishnu in the White House. They're just not gonna do that. You see, they're just not gonna do that. And so now you're gonna opt out for Baptists. Okay. I don't even know if they're ready to see a Jew. They ain't even ready to see a Jew. Not in what's supposed to be a Christian nation. So this is supposedly a dominant Christian nation. Okay. Knowing good and goddamn well that they not ready to see no Hindu. They not even ready to see no Jew to come into the presidency. Okay, the presidency. And so so that's and so I always ask when you had these relationships, you got a Jew and you got a Christian, how y'all work that out? You know what I'm saying? Because no matter whether it's orthodox, it don't matter whether it's moderate, they see Jesus as a usurper. You see that he came and took positions that were only of the Father. That there's only one Savior, the Father. Okay, that there ain't no Jesus, ain't no Son of God, that he's not the prophesied Messiah, because they go through all the prophecies that must come to pass in order for the true Messiah to come. They say that the true Messiah was a warrior, and that when he come, that Israel would come back as a nation, that the temple would be built, that and it would be war, and that Israel would be reestablished. And that should have happened when Jesus was on the planet. It did not happen. You see what I'm saying? It would happen when the Messiah. So these are all of the things where they denounce. You see, that which they denounce Jesus for. So how is it? I mean, how in the hell you going? What in common do a Baptist and a Jew have, to the point where you see, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I agree with Judge Joe Brown. That I agree with him. And we going even deeper. We even going in even deeper. You see, we going in even deeper. Now check this out. Now, y'all hear the general. I tell you that is Kushite. I told y'all that India is the originally Kushite, that the religion that they is just like they took Christianity and they Europeanized it and all this, that, and the third. The same with the Hindu. They did the same thing. Now, check this video out now. This is a Hindu teaching. I want y'all to hear what he says even about the Kushites over there, and he gonna talk about the Brahmins. Let's rock this, family. Okay, here we go.
Brahmins are the high caste people of India. Some people theorize that they are the Aryans who invaded India, and some others state that Brahmins are Jews and say bad things about them.
You hear right there what he say, that some people say that Brahmins are Jews. I want y'all to hear that again now.
Jews and say bad things, that they are the Aryans who invaded India. And some others state that Brahmins are Jews and say bad things about them. However, from my studies, I come to believe that they are the original inhabitants of India. The following excerpt is from a book called The Book of Jubilees, written around the 2nd century BC. It states that after the deluge, when Noah's sons divided the known parts of the world among themselves, the land of India came under the portion of Shem.
So he's saying that, that India came, which we know is a lie, but this is a part that we don't understand. That some of them, what we call Brahmins, actually believe that they come from a Jewish bloodline. That they say that the original religion of the Brahmins was Judaism. And he gonna watch this bomb that he dropped, family. So I just want y'all to understand that I'm not making this shit up. This is a Hindu telling you this shit. Okay? So deal with it.
Who is the father of the fair-skinned Semitic race? My observation is that from the time of this division, the whole territory of Shem's land, including India, was invaded by the children of Ham from Africa.
You see right there? Now he's saying that the fair-skinned Shemites was the original inhabitants of India and all that, and that it was invaded. You hear what he said? By the Kushites. You hear that?
Including India was invaded by the children of Ham from Africa, namely the Canaanites, Amorites, and Cushites, and ruled over them. This led to the intermingling of Semitic and African races, leading to a brown population.
So that's his reason why they brown. He said they was originally fair-skinned. We know they lies. We know that the original people there was Cushite. He didn't told the shit in total reverse. You see what I'm saying? He didn't told it that they are the invaders, but you know what I'm saying? So he's saying that's why they brown, because the original inhabitants was fair-skinned, right? And then with the invasion of the Africans, that's how they became brown skin. Okay, let's continue to listen to this garbage.
This is the reason for most of the ancient sculptures and paintings of Semitic lands portray African-like features.
Now, I want to stop there. Now, you see what he's saying now. This is the reason why. So he's telling the truth. When you see them Mesopotamia, which I said, you see the curls, he's telling the truth that he see Africans up there. He know good and goddamn well he don't see what them pale Arabs and shit that they see. He know that those are African features. He admitted that. Okay? He admitted that. All right. I want you to stay with me now. I want you to stay, because sometimes you tell in the lie you find the truth. Okay?
In India, in the midst of being invaded, some of the original Semitic people managed to keep their integrity as the priestly class, and These are the Brahmins we see today. However, it is sad to see that they don't worship the God of their forefathers anymore.
He's saying that, that upon the invasion of the Kushites, some of the original Brahmins was able to retain their positions as priests, but they do not worship the God of their ancestors any longer. Okay, so he's saying that the original religion of the Brahmins is Judaism. Okay, now listen to what he says about the Hinduism. I want y'all to listen to this shit because I was just looking for I didn't know this shit existed. And so when I heard it and I heard a damn Hindu teaching this, I say they know the goddamn truth. They know the truth. The general didn't crack their head, man. Believe you me, they over there is giving up the information now. Even if they saying it in reverse, even he's still giving up some of the truth. Listen to this.
Their progenitor Shem was the most pious among the three sons of Noah, and he worshipped his father's god Yahweh, who was known as Narayana in India. Manusmriti states that the waters are called Nara because the waters are indeed produced by the first being Naranarayana as his first ayana, which means the residence, and hence he is called Narayana. By the way, this title has nothing to do with Vishnu, who they call Narayana today. He was a Kushite of African lineage.
You hear that? Did you hear that? He said that this Narayana, this deity, the ancient Narayana, don't have nothing to do with the Narayana today. You heard what he said? He said the Narayana today is of Kushite origin. Did you hear that? Listen to me now. Listen.
By the way, this title has nothing to do with Vishnu, who they call Narayana today. He was a Kushite of African lineage.
Ooh.
The Bible states that God's pavilions round about him were dark waters. It is the same Narayana, the god of Noah, the creator of heaven and the earth, is spoken of here. Now, I want you to look at a couple of ways in which people inquired about each other's well-being in India in the olden days. The Brahmins used to inquire about each other's Shemam, which is a word originated from Shem. For others, it was inquiring Kushalam, which is another word derived from the invader Kush. See how these two groups originated from Shem. For others, it was inquiring Kushalam, which is another word derived from the invader Kush. See how these two groups distinct each other in the history of India. Only one has to open their eyes to see. Today, the Brahmin priests are ministering at temples built to worship their ancient African Kushite invaders.
You hear that? Wait a minute. I want you to listen to me. Did y'all hear what he said? He said today, the Brahmins are being taught to administer religion and their ceremonies in the practice of their Kushite invaders. Did you hear that? This is a bad motherfucker. This is a bad video right here, man. Listen to this.
In the history of India, only one has to open their eyes to see. Today, the Brahmin priests are ministering at temples built to worship their ancient African Kushite invaders, namely Shiva, Vishnu, Rama, Krishna, and so on.
So he's saying all of them deities are of Kushite origin. Huh? Did y'all hear that? Yeah, he's saying that all them deities is of Kushite origin. I'm going to play that for you one more time.
Built to worship their ancient African Kushite invaders, namely Shiva, Vishnu, Rama, Krishna, and so on. However, they have kept some of their ancient customs intact. One of them is the common roti that Indians make, known as chapati. It is the biblical unleavened bread. Unleavened flat bread of some form is common even today, from the shores of the Mediterranean Sea all the way to India, since it used to be the land of Shem. Thanks for watching.
Wow, man. I say, man, I say the ancestors really didn't drop a gem. You understand? For that man to give up and just say damn near everything that I already done said that he didn't, they agreeing. They know that it ain't their religion. They know even, and I like the way he's saying that the Brahmins and shit is administering the ancient African Kushite religion, and then you see the pyramid temples and shit go right through the damn everything over there is Kushite. You see, you know, everything over there is Kushite, and from the original. See, they wasn't over there. They know good and goddamn well they not there. From the original, they ain't invade. But the fact that he gave up that information is showing you, family, that they know the truth, and the truth will set your ass free. You feel me? So now, knowing this, we have to we done dug off into these resumes. You see, we done dug off in a resume and dug off in a family, and we're not done. So when people say she's black, we want to know what part of her is black, what makes her black. You see what I'm saying? Like they say, a state of the mind. We know what black is our direct connection to the cosmos, our melanin connection. Our blackness is our revolutionary thought. You understand it? You know, that's what it is. Understanding that black is divine, not just that but it's our connection to our divinity. We understand exactly where y'all don't think like that, Kamala. Y'all, the Brahmins don't think like that. You know, good and goddamn well they don't think like that. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to wake up to this falsified information that being put out here. We got to dig deeper and deeper because we can't keep falling for this bullshit. She's setting up, yeah. So yeah, you know, she's setting up a system of a hierarchy, Illuminati, you see, to allow her kind to come over here and take control of politics and business and let all these people come up in here to pollute and dilute. You see what I'm saying? Ambitions. You see what I'm saying? To get what is owed us. And as long as they can allow the pollution and the dilution to come in here, you see, to dilute and to pollute the nation with a whole bunch of outsiders ain't got nothing to do, come over here begging and feeding off the economy. And you understand what I'm saying? And to come in and ask for citizenship, to ask for protection, to ask for an equal piece of the goddamn pie. You see what I'm saying? We're in trouble if we don't wake up today. You see? And so I understand we are African people. We are African people. There's no doubt about it. That ain't nothing gonna change that. You see, everybody in the goddamn family, and you ain't got to accept everybody in the family when you say that. To all my peoples out there. And that's where a lot of our people, they go wrong. You see what I'm saying? Our inheritance, we not cutting off our inheritance because we got some motherfuckers we got to deal with. Everybody in the family, you ain't got to fuck with everybody in the family. What, you gonna change your last name, nigga? You ain't gonna, you ain't gonna change your last name because you gonna change your last name because everybody, there's some motherfuckers that you don't want to fuck with. Everybody in the family, you ain't got to fuck with them, and still you are part of the bloodline. You see, and so many times we run from our heritage and shit. We cannot do that. We cannot put ourselves in another goddamn we put ourselves in another goddamn hole, a bottomless pit, run out of one, run into another. You see? And so I understand a lot of our family out there. This is our house. That I mean, we could still, that's a fact. But we're still an African people. That's a fact. And we have to understand the story of Joseph. You know, not that but it's a story. It's no different than Aesop's fable, where his brothers, jealous of him, sold him into slavery. Matter of fact, they thought to kill him first. But they say, no, we don't want the blood of our brother on our hands. We just want to get rid of him. Sell him into slavery. But in doing that, he rose above, even as he foretold them, that he rose above all his other brothers, his other 11 brothers. He rose above them anyway, you see? And they had to come to respect him for what his abilities, and that his father, Jacob, even it gave his sons the inheritance. They are the inheritors. Even though Judah is the bloodline, the bloodline of Joseph was the inheritors of the legacy. You see what I'm saying? And so he obtained that. So you got to understand, his own brothers sold him, sought to kill him, and turned they back on him. You understand? As they sold him. And so, we don't have to accept everybody. We didn't, but we don't have to accept everybody. But our greatness is, you understand what I'm saying? Is manifest. We don't have to run from that, But this is our house. This is our house, and we should protect our house. We should do that by any means necessary. Yeah. We should protect our house. You can't go over to no African nation and usurp the indigenous culture of that nation. You could be from the continent. They're not about to let you come over there and usurp their culture of whatever if you in Chad or if you in Somalia or you in Ethiopia, they're not about to let you come from no other nation, even on the continent, and usurp the indigenous culture, African culture of that territory in that nation. And we should do the same. You see, certain nations in Africa, they do not allow, you can come from anywhere in the world. You cannot buy land. You can't own land. Only indigenous citizens of those nations can own land. And I mean own it where, if you can come from somewhere else and get some land, but it's a certain contract where they could take it back. You understand what I'm saying? You can't own it outright, like the indigenous, the dream reader. That's right, Joseph. And we telling, and so I don't know even about South Africa, but they're not gonna let you. They're just like the Zulu. They're not about to let you come down there and usurp Zulu. You come down there, you're gonna respect the indigenous culture of that land. And when anybody come over, they should respect us. We are the ones that built this nation. And so when people come and try to bypass us and think they can step over us and see, this is how these niggas think. I don't care wherever they at in the world. They're just like the niggas that went with the British. You see what I'm saying? Wherever the British went and colonized. You see, wherever the British went in and colonized, they brought some niggas with them. And that's why a lot of the turmoil is going on now, even in Rwanda and shit, because some of them niggas got positions in countries that they wasn't indigenous to. They got those positions during the time of colonialism. But when the colonists left, these niggas thought that they was going to stay in the positions that the colonialists put them in. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of, when you see them try to bypass you, they want to go straight to the white man. You see what I'm saying? They want to step over you and go straight and work for him and become the they become what the guy is that, he cracked the whip. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They want to come over here and crack the whip, for Mr. Charlie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they want to come over here and crack the whip. And so, so anytime you hear them talk shit and they you cannot let them come here and do that. And so I understand that. I understand that part. But the fact is, we are an ancient people. We didn't start with the slave boat. We didn't start with the niggas that sold our ancestors. We before them. And that these frequencies existed, during slavery, previous to slavery. These negative frequencies always been here. Deal with the frequency. You see what I'm saying? But don't cut yourself off from your ancient root. You can't do that either. You see what I'm saying? That's why niggas is contriving all these fake ass histories, cutting themselves off from the truth. You can't do that. We are the greatest manifestation of ancient Kemet on the planet. When you talk about all the great sciences and works that even when you talk about books, even when you talk about literature, you see what I'm saying? When you think about all the books and literature that blacks have written in America, we done wrote more books than any other motherfucking nation on the planet of black people. We go check the record. So when you start talking about ancient Egypt, Timbuktu, and they talk about all the books, go and if we had a library and we took all the books that was written by black Americans, man, it would go into the millions and millions and millions of books. People don't even think about that. Do y'all want a motherfucker? Let's anybody out there say we lazy and shit and this, that, and the third. Let's start right there. Let's start right there and let's go across this goddamn planet and let's just deal with literature. Books that have been written by and I'm not saying it because these statements are being made. We just want to motherfucking straighten it out. Let's start with literature and let's count the books that blacks in America have written since we've been here, and let's compare that to any other goddamn nation on the planet. And it is proof positive that black Americans have wrote more literature than any one nation probably since the time of ancient goddamn Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? Timbuktu, probably even more books than goddamn Timbuktu. You see what I'm saying? They saying, goddamn it, the Library of Alexandria had over 1 million books. Blacks in America have wrote more than 1 million goddamn books. You see what I'm saying? So when we think about that, the legacy that we have put down speak for itself. We tired of motherfuckers hating on us. And so that's true too. And so we can't let outside people come in here and get positions over us to further destroy our legacy and our aspirations. We just cannot do it. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I hurt a lot of hearts out there. All right, family. We'll be right back. I want y'all to hit me up. We going with no other people, no other commentator, no other teacher, no other educator on the planet is going. This is General Cyrus Sunseti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. He said, if my answers build something for over 4, I've earned the right to be lazy. I'll call retire. I'm with you on that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.